Monday morning,
Monday.
February 23rd.
Does that mean it's the last week of February?
That is exactly what it means. It's going fast. It's going fast.
I just hold on, put your seatbelt on. Here we go.
We had a cold front this weekend too. 21 degrees. What is
with that? I thought we were doing like 70 degrees, and then it goes to that. And the pollen on the trees, they said, is at its highest.
Yes.
And it's February.
Yes.
That's not good. So last week, I feel like I didn't even see you because I was at the Capitol all week.
You were busy.
It was such.
You were just at the Capitol, just having fun, partying, hardying.
Yeah, so much fun there. I just love it.
Lollygagging and
trying to save the world, one insurance policy at a time.
So how did that go?
It is a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. We had to fight some bills that would affect. As you know, part of our advocacy at the Capitol is to not only look out for our industry, but we really do look out for the consumer and then what's best for the state of Oklahoma. And insurance is something every single person buys, every person. And so we do our very best to figure out what is the best way to get to fair in the insurance world. And legislation sometimes is helpful, but sometimes it hurts. So we are very, very careful with insurance bills that are run. And we do spend a lot of time talking with the legislators, and we appreciate them whenever they delve into a problem that they really just want to solve a problem. So we visit with them a lot. However, there's also times that unless you're in the insurance industry, it's really hard to understand what seems practical may not benefit the consumer or may not benefit the industry. So we had a couple of bills like that there was some controversy about, how do you cap rates or how do you manage rates? Well, the thing is we live in a fair market. So we have a competitive market, but we do have an affordability problem. And so people think if you cap them, then that's going to keep prices from going up. But if you think about it, our homes, if you bought your home at, say, $250,000 5 years ago, it could be worth double that. It could be worth $400,000 or $500,000. Well, we want insurance to cover that, and so insurance companies have to increase that value, which you're paying premium for. So that way, if there's a tornado, if there's a fire, if there's an event, you want to have the coverage on your policy in order to pay for the damage. So we get that. But it is very expensive to do that. So everyone likes it when the value of their house goes up, but they don't like to pay the insurance premium. You talk about, car insurance is really hard. So think about this. 10 years ago, if you had a fender bender and had a bumper, you could go salvage yard, get a bumper for $800,000. Well, a bumper now, because it has cameras and sensors and all that kind of stuff, an auto claim for a bumper could be $3,000 or $4,000.
I mean, my wife and I were just talking, just your rear view mirror, your side mirrors.
Exactly.
So, I mean, my pickup, I have an older pickup and I'm thankful for it and it's paid off and I will love it and keep it for my very own. It doesn't have lights and bells and whistles, which, I mean, I understand a lot of that stuff is very, very good, but it also is expensive.
Well, I do think
it costs to replace that.
Right. And I think it's a safety mechanism. Like I like all of that because I think it's making us safer drivers. I bet if we looked at the difference of accidents, say 10 years ago to now, I think it's so much better, but it comes with a cost. So what we try to share and educate not only the consumer, but the legislators is that if you try to put a cap on that, then you're going to have states that are going to be like, they can't afford to be in the state of Oklahoma because they can't afford to replace what needs to be replaced. And that's what the purpose of insurance is. So, we don't want an exit of the state. We want the insurance companies to be here. We want our agents to have multiple markets that they can shop around for the consumer. Mm-hmm. So, but unless you're in the insurance industry, it's actually really hard to understand it. So we spend a lot of time educating and then working with our legislators to let them know this is what the end result could be. And a lot of times it's unintended consequences. I don't think they ever intend to make the market go sideways, because I think they have the best intentions. Right. So we do our very best, but sometimes it's a lot of running around in a big giant building to make it work. So
do you ever count your steps when you're up there?
I do. And I make myself, I do. And you're going to love this. I do make myself take the stairs. And for whatever reason, the session, every meeting has been on the 5th floor.
Oh my God.
So I'm not letting myself use the elevator. So I go up the stairs. I know. So that way I can get, a few steps in there and walking from the giant parking lot. And yeah.
Well, good.
I know.
Well,
I know.
So just to help, because it is important that we get communication to people back and forth quickly, because, it's kind of like that when it's too late is after the fact, and it's law. And so. And
I can't be the lone voice. I'm not enough. Right.
Right. And we send out emails, but still it takes time and all that kind of stuff to get that type, and all that out. So you have decided to start working through a new software that we hope will. Yeah,
I'm real excited about it. I found that sometimes we have to move very, very quickly, because a bill may not know an agenda till the night before or something like that. So we're going to start using a program called Voter Voice. We've used it before years ago, but we feel that right now, with the way technology is, it's going to be very, very good for us. So we'll probably start that this week. So I would encourage everybody to look out for, we'll do an introduction and kind of get everyone adjusted to it. But what I love about it is that if someone needs to send a note to their legislator, they don't have to go to one website, look it up, get another one and get their email. They don't have to go 2 or 3 different places. It's just, here's the message, here's how you get it there. So part of it is just to give them let's call it an ease of doing business.
Right.
So I'm very, very excited. I think it's going to make our jobs better. I think it's going to allow people to be more engaged than they've ever been before. So we'll probably get that out this week. So
I am hoping so, because we kind of hoped that we were to get it out the end of last week, but technology still takes a little time to write all that code. A little bit of time,
but we should get there. So I would encourage everybody to keep an eye out. So we'll be
sending legislative updates with that information. And
yes. So a new way to do things, but a new, better way. So I'm actually really excited about it. I think it's going to be great for you and for me.
Which that's a benefit of the Big I. We're sharing with our members.
It is. So, absolutely.
Very cool.
Well, let's see. Registration for Empower Her, which is coming up really quick in March. It closes on March the 11th. So I know we have a lot of registrations, and it's not too late. We have to have a head count. We're having it over at Cole's Garden again, so I think we'll fill up that room. Julie Webb's going to be speaking. She'll be one of our guest speakers, who actually is one of the facilitators for my network. She's fabulous. So I think you'll be really excited to hear her, and then have a few other things that we'll be having. So registration closes on March the 11th. Take advantage of it and go ahead and get signed up. And
bigok.com/women. We'll have a lot of past photos from 2025 and kind of show you what it's all about, and have a link there to be able to go right in and get registered and get your seat.
I know I'm not supposed to have a favorite. I know this. However,
a favorite what?
Conference. I'm not supposed to have
okay. Gotcha.
But I kind of,
because I like Snickers candy bars myself, and that's my favorite. But I didn't know if that's what you were talking about.
No, that's a whole nother problem.
Okay, so conferences, back on favorite conferences.
Yes, so I love this conference. I think it's really fun. I love what we do. I mean, you've been. Please tell me you like it too. So
it is focused on the women. It is wonderful for them. Yes, it is. And as being one of the two guys that are there at the conference, because we have it is good food, great food.
Absolutely, good speakers too. We have some really good speakers.
Very, very good. Yes.
Okay, so the other conference we're having, which barely 2 weeks after that, is InsureCon, our big one. Super excited. Now, where are we at on registration on that? Are we still on the early bird?
No, we are on regular registration. Okay. And that goes till March 17th. So it was a little bump up from the early registration. There was a good break. But what's going to happen is after the 17th, there will be a much bigger bump up. So please, 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 please get registered.
I don't think people realize that we're giving head counts to the hotel in advance because they have to plan food. That's just how our orders, that's how we're charged. So it seems like we're doing that really early, but really March the 17th is not that much in advance of when the conference really is, because we start turning in our numbers. And then I'm assuming, everyone should go ahead and get their hotel room. I think it'll be so much fun at the Omni, but that's the reason we do that, is because we have to start planning and getting head counts. So tell you what, that conference is going to be incredibly good. One of the things we've been doing with legislation is that, we're getting ready for an election. And there's some very interesting things that we'll probably be addressing when we send out some voter voice information. But we have, people running for insurance commissioner that could absolutely change the way that we do business. It has that ability. We have people running for governor that may or may not like the insurance industry. So we want to find very pro-business gubernatorial candidates. And
you say that 3 times real fast.
I'm going to say it even again. Okay. So it is hugely important. This is why it's really important that you also give to OKPAC. We'll have an OKPAC fundraiser that is going to be the funnest of fun, but good. We're looking for ways that we can support candidates that want to support us. So anyway, InsureCon, April 7th and 8th, and go ahead and get signed up, get your registration in, so you won't want to miss it.
Yep. Agreed.
Education. Okay, I just signed up for this. This is so funny.
Yes,
February 24th is a webinar. So free, remember, free to our members, because we have unlimited.
Yes, and explain to them. It will say it will cost you until you get into your cart and you start paying. You found that out.
I knew that because I was asking you the question. So just try it, and then you'll have a discount because you're a Big I member. Once you log in, then it is free to use. So the webinar I'm taking is Weathering Change, Mapping the Insurance Impact of Climate Migration. Here's what's interesting is that sitting in the insurance committee meetings last week, a lot of the issues we're talking about, convected storms that hit Oklahoma, ice storms, snowstorms, tornadoes, things like that. It's a big deal. And I hate to say it, but when you look at CAP mapping in the United States, there's like a big red giant dot right in the middle of Oklahoma. So it has a big part of what is causing insurance rates to be what they are. Yeah. So actually, I'm going to take the class. So if you like to, go ahead and sign up for it too. It's free. It didn't cost anything. And as a Big I member.
Well, mine is, I saw this one looked really exciting. Living longer, planning smarter, insurance innovation for 100-year life. Do
it.
Do I have to go 100?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You want to. You can do it very easily. It'll be great. It'll be great. Just keep walking.
Okay, I will. I will.
So anyway, here we go. It's busy for us, but super exciting. We're having some great things coming up.
Yep. Stay aware. Everybody stay aware on legislative issues. For
sure. You'll be getting some notes. We're excited about it. Okay. Well, listen, have an awesome week. We'll talk to you later.
You as well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.